Alright, we are live. Barely. I've had to learn the hard way. Do not eat a giant meal 3 hours before you do an intense workout. I almost threw up. But at least I didn't. But anyway, today we're going to be doing a random solo run of Pokemon Black. And that was totally the correct way to start the stream. If I get either Magikarp or Muna or Musharna, I would reroll. They're just that bad. Yeah, I shouldn't have. I was just really craving Chinese food. I just couldn't help it. I mean, I kind of knew you shouldn't, but to that extent, oh man, I was feeling it. Ugh. Latios? I think wouldn't Latios be fine? I'm just gonna look up its moveset right now. Does it still start with Memento? Psywave and Heal Block. Okay, it doesn't get Memento until like level 85, so I would do it. I would just have to use Struggle. A lot of it. Oh, wait. Cut HM. I mean, men yummy. I literally randomized a Simisage run in Moon, and I did Simisear and Simiport just for you, so that counts. Did Generation 4 fix its moveset? Yeah, for some reason it was Gen 3 where they gave it Memento at level 5. You're excited for more? Yeah, we're doing your Moon Guzzlord run. It is going to be painful. But, doing it just for you. Cut's after the first gym at least. Yeah, that's true. Latios, we would just have to teach it cut, which is annoying. Alright. Hopefully we don't get something completely garbage. Everything else look good? Yep. Who are we playing? Oh, normally in most games that'd be incredible, but in Gen 5 I'm not sure. This generation really freaking hates psychic types, and I don't think even Kadabra is gonna do good. Reroll? Let's see how bad it is first. Nothing to hit dark types with at all, not even cut. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Miracle Eye at level 22. Scott would ban that move for sure, but... Dude, the question is, am I willing to train to level 22 for Miracle Eye? At least this isn't a Cofagrigus level bad. But dude, it would take so freaking long, dude. Where are the mandatory dark types again? Let's see. Ends Purloin. You know what? I do not want to do this. Let's reroll. This is just going to be way too awful. I would have been fine with, like... I don't know. I would have preferred doing Rattata than this. Alright. But you guys have no idea just how bad they are. Like, how... If Kadabra got, like, I don't know, Miracle Eye at level 10, I would have done it. But anyway, yeah. Let's reroll. Okay, that's better. We are not playing this thing. Our Lenora split's going to be like 2 hours. That's how bad it's going to be. Oh yeah, Black 2 and White 2 is a bit friendlier with Psychic types. Let's see, Leer, Peck, Sand Attack. Bunch of mediocre moves at the start. But it is a Steel type. What do we get? Rock Tomb, Aerial Ace, Sky Drop, Swords Dance, which is unobtainable. We don't get Workup. Where's Pluck? Not like it matters when there's Aerial Ace. Post game, got it. Yeah, I guess this is one of the few flying types that doesn't mind facing Zekrom. But the question is, what's our moveset going to be like for the end of the game? What's Autotomize? Raises your speed by 2 stages. And it reduces your weight. This is effectively agility. Hey, Fly being 90 power is actually pretty decent. I'm gonna... What kind of coverage do we get? Rock, flying... Dang, not even fling strats. Do you guys think this is a run where we might need Rock Slide? I mean, at least I'm hoping not. I mean, X-Scissor's good coverage too, and Rock Smash. So I can imagine our best stab moves being Steel Wing and Fly. I think Fly is going to be a move we have to hold on to the entire game. And our third move might be Substitute, but let's ignore Substitute for now. What are 2 other offensive moves that we would like? Not Payback. I think Fly should be good for the Ghosts. Don't you think you'll need the speed boost? Gen 5 in general is a pretty slow game. 70 speed? Yeah, absolutely not. We do not need that move, especially at level 39. What's our growth rate? Oh no, it's slow. Shoot. What's our moveset going to be like? Fly, Steel Wing, X-Scissor, probably Rock Smash for Lenora, because what's our moveset by that point is going to be like Fury Attack and Peck. Ew. Alright, let's go ahead and go to... let's not go to Kingler Calc first. I'm gonna put Skarmory into my party real quick. What are our abilities? Keen Eye, Sturdy, and Weak Armor. Physical attacks lower, defense... Okay, why? This is like one of the worst abilities ever made. Well, then again, hardly anybody uses Sand Attack, but hardly anything's gonna one-shot us from full. So getting hit with a physical attack will lower our defense but raise our speed. Defense drops by 1 stage and speed increases. No, 70 speed is more than enough for that. Let's go Keen Eye. Alright, so for nature... Also, I think Kingler Calc got some sort of new update. They have these pictures up here of Excelgor, and supposedly when you change your Pokemon, these images change, but they don't really do that for me. Yeah. I don't get why they're there. Kinda hate it. Alright, so... Skarmory. Alright, so my question is, what, assuming we have 100 speed EVs, what's our minimum level to outspeed everything in the game? What's the fastest thing in the game? $139? Okay. It's literally level 69. Yeah, we would need level 69 at 100 speed EVs. So with the slow group, we're going to need a lot of levels. So let's do these ranges. Let's assume level 68 and like 112 speed EVs. I think our moveset's going to be Fly. Return. X-Scissor. I don't think plus speed is necessary, because without a setup move for our attack, there's a very high chance we're going to need this level anyway for power. I think we do want Adamant Nature. You found 2 shiny Psyduck in Legends Arceus. Good job. Let's go Rock Slide, just in case. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put Adamant in PK Hex. What's our starting moveset? Peck and Leer. Yeah, Peck and Leer. Alright, and we'll do a female Skarmory in case we want to track strats for the final 2 fights. Peck is a move. I mean, it is a move, true. Skarmory notes. Feminine nature. Female, keen eye. Perfect stats. Also, 252 attack EVs. Yeah, I feel like we are going to need 252. I mean, for Unova, for Black and White, it's very easy to get it. We just have to hold the Macho Brace for Drayden's gym. And how many attack EVs do you get from that gym? Isn't it like 50? 50 or 60? You know, good thing I decided not to stick with Kadabra. Yeah, John, Skarmory. Alright, anyway. Yeah, how come that image updates, but not the Excelgorts? This website is weird. But yeah, I think 252 will be easy. Oh, wow. Look at that. 37 to 44. Fusion Bolt, 44 to 54. Oh. That's not great. So, what's our best move for Zekrom gonna be? Like, Return is effectively our best move, isn't it? That was with Return. Look, that is Return. I mean, maybe I should try holding the Silk Scarf? Alright, 30% chance to 2 hits, so 70? So if we were level 70 with the Silk Scarf, 82% chance to 2 hit. Okay, I feel like... no, dude, there's no reliable way of getting a normal gem. And besides, it'd be kind of better to just have the 20% for everything else. Alright, and then... Alright, so I think Zekrom will just have to be a 2-shot. Rock Slide might be needed, we'll see. Silk Scarf. Alright, so I think against Skarmory, it would send out Zoroark next because of Flamethrower. X-Scissor would one-shot that. And then third up would probably be Vanillix? No, probably not. Probably this thing because of Thunderbolt. Man, we really don't have good moves for that thing either. We'll look at Getsus next. What do we do for Kling Kling? I mean, we could always Rock Slide Flinch as well, but the problem is it does so little damage. But if I recall correctly, Rock Smash, that might actually be the... Let me see. Okay, yep, that is 100% the strat. 49% to 2-hit. That is disgusting. We'll look at everything else. We might need 73 for N. Yeah, let's replace Rock Slide with Rock Smash. I mean, theoretically, I could get rid of X-Scissor. Yeah, we're gonna assume no... Oh, right, yeah, we could get the defense drop. True. Alright, Caracosta. Yeah, I think we might seriously have... Swords Dance is only in the post game. It is not an option, no. I mean, at least Vanillix shouldn't be a problem. 37% chance to one hit. Fly, guaranteed 2-shot. Alright, so we'll have to not have X-Scissor. We should teach Stealing. The problem is, though, it's going to be neutral. But we can give it a try. %78% chance to 2-hit. Okay, that means before N, we're going to have to delete Fly. We're going to have to go to the mood deleter. So Stealing is a level up move, so we'll have to hold on to that. Dude, that sucks. That's like our best stab move. I mean, we can do that thing where we can enter N's castle. Like, if we have to teach Fly for the league, we can just talk to the Team Plasma Grunt, go back to the move deleter really quick, then we can go back. But yeah, it looks like we are going to have to delete Fly off our moveset. Yeah, these are not good ranges at 70. We might have to up it to 73. Thing is, though, I don't know how much extra time that's going to take. I mean, we might have to get the Miss Stralton Cave Candy, potentially the P2 potentially the rare candy at the P2 laboratory. We might need that one too. There's a small chance we might need the waterfall candy, because we need a high level for the slow group. But yeah, this is gonna... Look at these ranges. Guaranteed 2-hit, 2-hit, 1-hit, 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 2-hit. Look, barely. And that's with as high of attack as we can get. So yeah, we have to be 73. How much does Rock Smash do? It does 38 to 46. We would basically have to get a defense drop. And even if we got the defense drop, would that be enough? Let's assume 40%. That's not a guaranteed 2-shot, even with a defense drop. I don't know, maybe it could, but that's assuming a defense drop. And these strats are... This is at level 73. Yeah, we're just going to have to be 73. Alright, let's take a look at Getsus. On the bright side, we'll be immune to Toxic. No need for substitute for him today. Okay, yeah, he's not going to do, like, any damage. We need Rock Slide for the Archeops. Well, I guess with Stealing... Hold on. I guess with Stealing... Stealing is better than Rock Slide, so maybe we don't need it, Rock Slide. Maybe I could give back Fly. Anyway, 2-shot with Fly, or probably not. You may think, hey, don't use Fly, he's got Protect. I've used Fly and Dig on this guy before. This guy does not like using Protect when you're underground. For some reason, the AI doesn't like doing that. I don't get it. Okay, I don't have to worry about that thing. That thing, 87% to 1-shot. Fly. I would have to go Rock Smash into Fly, but Muddy Water's not going to do that much. Man, we've got a lot of resistances against this guy. I'm kind of impressed. Dude, his well, Flamethrower is going to hurt. Yeah, Fly's not going to do enough. What if we have X-Scissor? Dude, X-Scissor's not any better. It's only slightly better. Here's the actually, wait. Hold on. If we're going into the fight at 73 instead of 68 or 70, do we need the Silk Scarf? Because I kind of want to replace it with either Citrus Berry or Expert Belt. 8%. Okay, yeah, we still need the Silk Scarf. There's no way around it. Actually, hold on. If we do like 17%, how much would return do after... How much would return do after one defense drop? Yeah, that's not going to be enough. I would have to hope that we don't have to black out to Getsus just to change our item. That takes so long. I don't know. Looks like we just have to. I mean, what are we worried about for damage? We're not worried about that thing. We're going to have to Rock Smash into return. Flamethrower is going to do like 40. So we'll be at like 50% of our health after the Cofagrigus. Then Hydreigon comes out. Oh. Yeah, I think unless we train to a higher level... Actually, question, guys. Do you think it's better to train to a higher level before N? Or should we purposefully black out to Getsus so we can teach Rest? Because I feel like this thing needs to have Resto Chesto. Because I'm not really seeing anything else. Yeah, we might have to black out to Getsus to change our moveset and item. I don't know, dude. Like, part of me really wants to... the anticlimax. It's so unfortunate. But I'm trying to... Oh, yeah, the blackout would be way better. Oh, dude, look at these cool egg moves we could get. Dude, Curse with weak armor would go so hard right now. It would go so hard. No Psych Up. Where's Swagger? Battle Subway, of course. So what would be our better held item? It might have to be Expert Belt. And replace Fly with X-Scissor. Barely a one-shot. Just barely. Two-shot. One-shot. That was going to be a two-shot no matter what. Two-shot no matter what. Guaranteed one-shot. Then two-shot. So, yeah, we're going to have to black out. Black out to him to change held items to Expert Belt. Is Fly stronger than Return? Depends on the target. We need Return for End Zekrom, because it resists Flying and Steel. Dude, X-Scissor is such a hard word to spell. Yeah, Fly's going to be stronger for the most part. Alright, Enin gets us routed. It is so annoying we're going to have to black out because we need 2 different held items. We cannot face N without that Silk Scarf. Because otherwise, we're going to have to deal with like a 6% chance to 2-shot, unless we overlevel even further. That is so unfair, dude. Okay, is there anyone else we need to plan? Because I feel like if for the huge chunk of the game we rely on Fly and Steel Wing, we're going to have to hold on to Steel Wing via level up. Oh no, we're not going to need a different moveset for Getsus. Wait, no, we will. Let's see, we're only using Steel Wing, X Scissor. Oh wait, I'm using all of our moves. Oh no, I won't be able to... Well, to be fair, I don't think it'll be necessary because we'll one-shot the High Dragon, and the Electros is only going to do like 40% of our health. Everything else isn't going to do that much either. Yeah, I guess we do need to look at the rest of the league. Man, with my 3 monitors, it's hard to know where my cursor is sometimes. Yeah, I think specifically the Chandelure. I think everyone else in the league is going to be easy. Even Marshall. Marshall's probably going to be the easiest. Let's see. We'll have to fight her last, so we'll probably be like 73. Oh yeah, this fight we're definitely going to need Substitute, for sure. Night Slash or Rock Slide. That is... Honestly, we need Rock Slide anyway for Enin gets us, so we're going to have it. Night Slash would be so much better. I think Night Slash is going to be better. Alright, League. Min level 72 after 71 after all candies. Use N's castle candy to 73 for N. Alright, so our moveset at the start of the league is going to be Steel Wing. No. We did determine... Wait, where was Rock Slide necessary? Oh. You're right. I didn't update my notes. Oh, yeah, but we might need Rock Slide for somewhere else, maybe. I mean, we probably don't know. So our moveset going into the league is going to be Steel Wing. We should probably try to avoid Fly, because I don't want to have to leave N's castle to go to the move deleter. So maybe before we enter, we could use a Heart Scale to re-get... Or no, just use a TM. We'll probably just teach Aerial Ace. Steel Wing, Aerial Ace. Night Slash. I mean, we can teach Fly throughout most of the game, but I think before we enter the league, we'll need to fly to the move deleter. Steel Wing, Night Slash, Aerial Ace, Rock Smash. Because we'll need it for Grimsley. Alright, so Caitlyn will just be Night Slash. I'm not even going to look at those ranges. Grimsley. At least we'll be immune to Sand Attack. Let's see, Steel Wing, X Scissor on Crocodile. Oh wait, no, I have Night Slash on the set. Hold on, let me fix that. You know, we might have to do Chantal first. Yeah, you're right. Alright, let's see. One shot, one shot, one shot, one shot. Yeah, they're all one shots. Alright, then teach X Scissor over Night Slash before Grimsley. Alright, so then here we would have to go... First body, though. It's a 1 in 3 chance. Surely we'll be fine, right? Alright, what's my moveset? Steel Wing. Aerial Ace. Yep. Aerial Ace. X Scissor. X Scissor. Rock Smash. Yep. Have Expert Belt equipped. Alright, Marshall. Your Uniclus has Thunder? Yeah, but I'm pretty sure we'll one-shot everything. Yeah, don't even worry about it. Anyway, Marshall. Oh, nice. End Battle Remix. Okay. Aerial Ace, 1-shot. Throw, 2-shot. 1-shot. 1-shot. Yep, just spam Aerial Ace. Alright, League and Engetsus are planned. Is there anyone else we need to think of? Let's start from the beginning. First gym... Nah. Lenora? Lenora, we're definitely gonna need... Rock Smash. Berg is gonna be a joke. Elisa will have Return. Clay will have Rock Smash. Rock Smash and Return. I'm not going to bother running ranges that early on just because I know we're going to need a high level anyway. I'm not going to bother running those. 6th, Skylo will be a joke. Bryson Man will be a joke with Steel Wing. Drayden. Honestly, Drayden in this game is kind of a joke. Just... It's not because his team is bad, but his team is just severely underleveled. Black and White 1 kind of has a leveling problem. Like, people think of Crystal having a leveling problem where the champion uses a level 50. What's the difference between that and Getsus using a level 54? There's, like, not much of a difference between that. It's just less noticeable because... I think it's just because the wild Pokemon stay, like, up to pace. Yeah, Lisa likely would be a problem. It might be a run where it's worth getting Rock Tomb. I think so, because the problem is with Return is it will activate static. We don't get Echoed Voice, so that's not an option. We would probably just have to get Rock Tomb. Very unfortunate, though. I mean, I can probably see, like, how much Rock Tomb would do. Alright, let's lower our attack EVs to, like, 80. And let's lower our level to, like, 30. Rock Tomb, 89 to 107%. 43% chance to one-shot. 43% chance. And then, for this thing, we would obviously need to have Return to 2-shot. Volt Switch is going to do a lot, though. Dude, we're gonna speed tie. Well, we are not gonna have that many speed EVs. Hold on. Oh, that's with expert belt. Thank you for that. That's kind of the problem with routing backwards sometimes. Let's assume 30. Is there a way we can get a hard stone? Okay, so Rock Tomb is just gonna have to be a 2-shot. Here's the weird thing with Emolgas. Like, they may use Volt Switch, they may use Pursuit. Their AI is kind of weird. With good luck versus a Roggenrola, not reliable. Remember that Nose Pass run I did on stream? I actually did get a Hardstone. Is there no Hardstone, like, in the desert or something? Oh. Dust clouds. Yeah, that's a bit unreliable as well. I mean, we just don't get anything else that's good against it. I mean, Air Cutter is awful. Our special attack is awful. And Sand Attack's not going to do good because of Volt Switch. Honestly, I think the plan is just going to have to be spam Rock Tomb and hope for some good luck. I don't know, that's probably not a good strat. Are we just going to need a higher level? Because Resto Chesto's not going to work. I think we're just going to have to get to a point where we outspeed the Emolgas. If we don't outspeed the Emolgas, there is no way we can take them on. Yeah, we just have to get at least 64 speed. Yeah, 65 speed. And then the plan from there would just be to use Rock Tomb. I think that's the plan. Elisa. Fight her at least 65 speed with Rock Tomb and Return. Alright, I think that's all the planning. Let's go ahead and start the run. Let me just make sure the save file's set up. Yep, moves look good. Alright, I'm just going to get a quick moveset image for the overlay. Shouldn't take that long. Alright, our ability will be Keen Eye. Hidden Power Dark. Our nature will be Adamant. I do want to get rid of this hidden power thing on this overlay right here. Does anyone have any ideas of what I could put there? I am going to ask this in the Chandelure video coming out tomorrow, but I'm trying to think of some sort of other useful piece of information I could put in this box with the hidden power typing, but I just can't think of anything. Yeah, I've been struggling to think of something as well. XP to next level, that's a very hard thing to actually put on an overlay. That's very difficult because the game doesn't store the number in RAM. It calculates it based on a formula. That would actually be extremely difficult to calculate. If it was just a raw number, I probably would. It'd probably be a lot easier. It was just a raw number, but it's not. Anyway, let's take a look at the leaderboard and try and figure out an appropriate over-under. It stores the total XP? No, it does not, actually. Status condition? I mean, in other games, I put Game Corner coins, but most games, it just ends up being useless info. Honestly, what I might have to do for Gen 5, the return box above me, I might have to move it to the bottom right where hidden power is. I might just have to move it down there. And then just move my web camera up a little bit. But I don't know. I don't like having things be inconsistent with my overlays, like where things are. Like, I'm going to switch to my other overlays to show things. See, there's no return overlay for that. Alright, so yeah, Gen 2 is the one exception here, obviously because the gameplay is in the shape of a square. But return's up there. Return's up here for Gen 3. Return is down there. That's the one exception, so maybe I could do that. Yeah, I might just have to move the return power down there. Anyway, let's start a poll. What time will I beat Getsis? Alright, so if we take a look, I've already adjusted these runs to accommodate for the better emulator. Because these runs were done on BizHawk. Yeah, but I know that, but it's just a nice thing to see on the overlay, like, oh, check this out. Return is not at full power yet, or, hey, look at this. Double Edge is still better. Stuff like that. I know Double Edge is 120, but I'm just spitting examples. Like, it'd be good to know when it's better than Takedown. Akin to Mandibuzz. Okay, Mandibuzz was uniquely bad, but I'm not kidding. That might be a good comparison. I know Kahila uses both Skarmory and a Mandibuzz, but here's the thing, Mandibuzz had Nasty Plot, but like no special moves. It makes me so upset that the Snarl TM was an event exclusive item. There was no reason for that. Snarl would have been its best move. Yeah, over under 134 to 137. But yeah, whenever I do get a chance, I'll delete the hidden power in that box and just move the return power there. And Scott did tell me in the comments section on my Jellison stream that there is still a way for me to properly show the enemy stats on the right side and make sure they're updated. He said I would have to like reference a different property path. I would kind of have to ask him for help on that, but if I can get it to work, I will put the opponent's information on the other side. Oh yeah, they're both slow group too. That's perfect. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. Also, I did fix my save file, so it will start at winter right away, so it'll look a bit better. Oh, I need to reset Pokebite. Whoops. There we go. Go. Man, X, Y, and ZA had really good credits music. Really top tier. You know, I know since Scott has been so into Gen 5 lately, it wouldn't surprise me if he decided to stop by. But yeah, Black and White 1 are pretty fun games to solo run. Scott hopped in the Gen 7 stream. Yeah, he did. I don't know why. Maybe he was just bored. Maybe he was just curious to see what it looked like. Yeah, it'll definitely be worth trying to focus on speed EVs for the early game. But it's a good thing those Basculin fishermen just to the north of Castalia have very good speed yields. I need to have fun with Yamask. Smash, you do not. You absolutely do not. Like, the run was so bad, even for my standards, and it wasn't even with Yamask, it was Cofagrigus. Star some like Mewtwo. Mewtwo would not be the best in this game. Mewtwo would have to get struggle for the first end fight. I still prefer doing solo runs in Black 2 and White 2 because it's less linear and they're more difficult games to run, which I like. I tend to lean towards the more difficult games. I mean, I don't know, N1. I mean, for our random Pokemon today, it was going to be Kadabra, but looking at its moveset, I actually re-rolled. Because I am not willing to grind to level 22 for Miracle Eye for the Dark types. I was not willing to do that. I mean, even if I wasn't doing challenge mode, I would still prefer Black 2 and White 2. Just wait for Shadow to show up and be like, hey, are you talking crap about the best game ever made again? Yeah, John, I refuse to play the Ultra games on my channel, with one exception. Starting next week, I am starting a new series in the Ultra games. It'll be like my way of saying, I'm not going to do solo runs in it, but I'll do something else fun in it. Starting, I believe, next Sunday, I am going to start I'm going to start a series where I will beat the Team Rainbow Rocket section of the game with all of the gym leaders from the Pokemon World Tournament. And my first stream will be starting with Brock's team. It's going to be their same IVs, EVs, abilities, held items, stuff like that. I need to still test those, John. I'll probably do it tomorrow or something. Yeah, it'll just be team runs. Okay, Swift is barely not better than Peck. Ouch. Yeah, I was just... Damn it. I mean, this Pokemon's gonna have way worse spots elsewhere, so I'll just take the Blackout and move on. I'm not gonna start over this far in over just something like that. If I was playing a good Pokemon, then yes. Alright, so yeah, what I was going to mention is, in the Pokemon World Tournament, the abilities and the genders of the Pokemon are randomized, probably to change things up, so the teams aren't totally predictable. I will choose the ability that I want, but I will not be allowed to use hidden abilities, because none of them get access to it. And for the gender, it's going to match the original trainer. So Brock's Pokemon will all be male, Misty's will be all female, if applicable. Like, Misty's Pokemon will be all female, but if she has a Pokemon that's gender unknown or male only, then yeah, that's the exception. It's not like it's going to matter, though. None of them really have Attract. I mean, maybe one of Whitney's Pokemon has Attract? I don't know. Oh, and I've actually thought of another rule to prevent myself from being like, oh, I'm using Brock's team, I'm just never going to use his Onix. How I'm actually going to do it, I'm going to make a rule where I have to lead with his ace, kind of like how in the actual tournament, the gym leaders will always lead with their aces first. Like, Misty will always lead with Starmie, Brock will always lead with Onix. And I am thinking of a potential, like, other rule. I don't know if I want to do it or not, but I have thought of a potential rule where I ban myself from switching. Because in the actual world tournaments, they would never switch. So I can't just, like, lead with Onix turn 1, then immediately switch. Like, I actually have to use it. Oh, damn it, that was so close. Did you read your comments on... Yeah, you suggested that on some of Brock's Pokemon where I decided on Sturdy, you suggested I should actually use a Swift Swim. I'll do that, yeah. There we go. Honestly, I probably should have taught Agility. Not like Leer was going to be that useful. I mean, I don't know. Leer was kind of handy. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I have to lead with the ace, and I'm not allowed to switch during the fight. And Brock's Onix in the World Tournament's really bad. You're going to want to look at its moveset. It is bad. Oh, Archie is going to be a nightmare for sure. I don't know how to handle the level caps, though. Like, part of me wants to do it at level cap. Like, I believe Maxie and Archie's Pokemon are level 66, but the Groudon Kyogre are 68, if I recall correctly. I kind of want to do it at the level caps. Like, I'll have them start at the level cap of Maxie and Archie, and then I won't be allowed to use any candies. I mean, it would have been great if his Onix had Stealth Rock, but it doesn't even have Stealth Rock. It's got, like, Sand Tomb and, like, what else? I don't know. It's just really bad. You're gonna have to look. Why did I buy antidotes? Force of habit, I guess. Alright, I'm not going to need the ball mushroom because I don't plan to buy vitamins. Buying vitamins in this game is only for special attackers, or if you need defense. To be honest, there's a lot of rocket grunts, so leveling up with the XP share will just happen naturally. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Like, I'll have the XP share on, and, I'll have him... I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, because I just don't know how many rocket grunts there are. Like, I worry if I start at their level caps, I'm going to end up over the level cap. Maybe what I could do is just have them start at a flat level 60, and that's it. Enai, get wrecked. Archie's section has 15 rocket grunts. Are you kidding me? There's a free candy. It's the World Tournament. It might have been a little confusing, but I did say specifically the World Tournament. But I understand that. The place is called the World Tournament, and there's also the World Leaders Tournament. It's pretty confusing, but yeah, I'm using their World team, which is their best team. I don't know. The first stream that I'll be doing with Brock's team will be kind of me just figuring out the rules as I go, before I have something set in stone. I don't know, maybe I should do a test stream in my Discord server or something. Maybe I'll just use, like, I don't know, a team of misfits or something, just to test things out. There we go. Hatching's done. I could get Thief if I want to, but it's not going to be that great. Whoops. Yeah, I'll probably do a test stream in the Discord server. Oh my fucking god. How long is it going to take for me to black out? I didn't even mean to encounter this guy. Okay, is this guy absolutely stupid? Like, come on. Dude, these things just spam Odor Sleuth and Tail Whip. He's not even using Shockwave. Like, this guy is purposefully trying to be annoying. Man. This thing's going great. Everstone. Darn. If that was a Heartstone, it would have been so good. There we go. Honestly, that guy's probably the hardest trainer on this whole route. Oh wait, no, there's another one with Blitzel. 52 times? Oh my god, John. What would be a good test team? I don't know. Six Magikarps. Yellow champion team? Well, I do plan to do the champions as well, but it'll be specifically their world team. Ooh, I don't know. Honestly, maybe a rival. Maybe I'll do Silver's team as a test team. And then as soon as the run is done, I'll upload it to YouTube members only. Fury Attack, gross. I don't think I need to do the trainers. I'll just blackout train to Lenora. Something more competent like Barry's team. I could probably do Barry's team. I could do Hugh's team. Maybe Charon's team. I don't know. Honestly, maybe something within Gen 7. Maybe the problem is Hao only has... Hey John, have you ever done Hao's team from Gen 7, the rival? Does he ever have a team with 6 Pokemon on it? Like in the post game or something? Maybe we could do that as a starters. Just for testing purposes. The thing is, though, it's got to be a team where I have access to the EVs and the IVs. Oh my god. I am willing to bet that Patrat used Bide. That is not the first time that Patrat has murdered me unexpectedly. I mean, as long as I have access to their correct IVs and EVs, because I want to use their exact team. Alright, let's just train until we win. At least we'll get attack EVs doing this. Who's the best team you've played? Wow, okay, I forgot Lenora can't do crap to you, because you resist everything. Yeah, and I also forgot Skarmory doesn't... I also forgot Skarmory resists dark. It doesn't resist dark anymore, but it used to. That's something else I forgot. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and defeat these trainers here too, because I want the candy later. Faint, that's disgusting. Oh, it's because of her Wobbuffet? That is hilarious. Man, this is such a mediocre moveset. Do we get Retaliate? Darn, of course we don't. I do not like the move Retaliate since it only has 5 power points, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, here's the thing with the world, with the Rainbow Rocket section. I didn't want the streams to be too quick, and a lot of them have really good themes, so I'm actually going to be doing them on one-time speed. So that way the streams will be like, I don't know, 2 hours each. That's only the Rainbow Rocket section. Plus it'll help with, like, decision-making. No, John, I'm doing one-time speed. Shouldn't be played on one-time speed anymore. Dude, it's just the Rainbow Rocket section. I'm not doing the whole game. Besides, if it'll make the runs take like 2 hours, this black stream is going to get to 2.5 hours by the time I finish this, so it doesn't really mean much. I mean, would you guys want me playing... Like, if I decided to do a Stadium 1 rental randomizer, would you guys be wanting me to play Stadium 1 on 4x speed? You probably wouldn't. Like, I'll do higher speed ups if I have to do the entire game, but if I'm doing a small section of it, like, I'm not putting it on speed up. Hey, Lucy Carter on Twitch. I mean, I'll still do the regular Sun and Moon runs, because if I did the regular Sun and Moon runs on one-time speed, each stream would be like 8 hours long. I'll just try it my way first and see how I like it. Alright, I better heal here first. I want to do some training in the battle company. And if I black out, at least I'll teleport here. John, I am not doing repeated playthroughs with a full team run. That kind of turns it boring. Like, I think the fun with a team run is you have... Like, when you do competitive battling against someone else, do you do best 2 out of 3 with the same team? Most people generally don't do that. They don't do 2 out of 3. I'm doing pretty good. Although, I wish I had gotten a better Pokemon. Skarmory's moveset, you can tell on the screen, it's a very... bad moveset. Heck, Rock Smash, and a special Swift. Yuck. And you can see our moveset on the right side. We really don't get better options. This is physical, right? Oh, it's special. That's disgusting. Oh, really? They've all been best out of 3? Like, with the exact same team? No, I'd rather not do that. I'm not trying to race a team. Like, I feel like team runs should not really be a race. I don't know, that just doesn't seem fun. That was kind of my thing with how Steve was trying to do his Nuzlocks. I did not like the fact he was trying to do it like a race. I don't know, that was just a me thing. I mean, I don't mind the higher speed up, but I don't know. It was also the fact that you would effectively just train one Pokemon, then just candy everything else up. Because I know it's what a lot of Nuzlockers will do to cheat out on grinding. Which I understand grinding sucks, but I don't know. Round robin or knockout tournaments are always going for the best out of 3 rounds. I mean, those are against actual people, not against AI. I mean, yeah, if Nuzlocks aren't meant to be raced, why would a team run? Honestly, I thought team runs were one of Madrybread's better, like, content ideas, but the problem is with how he executes them. Like, I remember when he did Blaine's team in Red and Blue, and he essentially just played the entire game with Arcanine. He never used the other Pokemon. They just never got used. It just turned into an Arcanine solo run. How long have you been streaming? You mean like for today? I've been streaming an hour 14 minutes. But if you mean like in general, I would have to say like 4 years, I'd say. Steve was not taking the amount of he was not taking the amount of resets. Most Nuzlockers take that info into account. Yeah, I'm not sure how Steve was doing it. I think he had a death counter on his overlay, like with how many times the Nuzlocke failed. Alright, time to fight Berg. Yeah, Berg is going to be pretty easy at least. I think this is going to be the kind of run that's essentially slow but steady. Like, none of the fights are going to be like truly hard. It's just I'm going to have to do training. I'm still worried about Elisa. I'm not even going to consider challenging her unless I have 65 speed. If I don't have 65 speed, I'm just going to call her unwinnable. Because Volt Switch is just going to do so much. And here's the dumb thing. It kind of upsets me that Volt Switch is not a physical move. If Volt Switch was a physical move, I would probably do a lot better at her, but since it's a special move, it's going to be doing more damage. What game am I playing? I mean, if you look in the title, it says Pokemon Black. You might want to look there. Plus, I know Twitch in the description of the stream, it usually shows a game title. And a little cover art, too. His leaderboard was how fast, but I was saying to him, why not make the leaderboards how many times you had to restart the whole run? Yeah, that would have been a good factor to know. I mean, I wasn't upset like how he timed it. It's just like, I feel like people who want to watch Nuzlocks aren't interested in how to optimally do a Nuzlocke in a particular game with a certain type, like how to optimally do it. I think people just want to know like how difficult it is and what sorts of strats do you have to do. Okay, Lucy Carter, are you trying to like sell me like profile pictures or something or thumbnail art? Are you trying to tell me something? Or sell me something? Alright, I'm gonna use a Rock Smash. Hey, at least no Sand Attack today. Apparently this ability is more useful than I thought. Maryland made Nuzlocke boring for me and went very slow. Who's Maryland? Like, who is that? Maryland? Almost sounds like the state Maryland. Oh, a Gen 1 Fire Nuzlocke is incredibly difficult. You essentially have to get very good luck on Misty. It's very bad. Alright, let's save here. Hypnosis for the Ghost Nuzlocke is annoying. Fun fact, a Ghost-type hardcore Nuzlocke is impossible in Red and Blue because Ghastly levels up too fast. You literally cannot do it hardcore Nuzlocke style. You essentially have to do minimum battles. Oh, I'm aware of digital artists. Just give me a sec. Yep, you're blocked. Get out of here. So tired of new chatters on Twitch just coming in to advertise themselves. It's so fucking annoying. Like, go somewhere else. Do you really think someone with like 2 viewers on Twitch is gonna pay you money for art? Like, go to the big people. The big ones are the ones more likely to pay. My god. PokeTubers did guides back then on his website. I don't think he's active now. Why did I heal in there? I could have just used the heal house. Oh well. This run sucks anyway. And I went in here anyway. Okay. At least the person was honest and just said, oh yeah, I'm a digital artist. Dude, they were asking such stupid questions like, hey, what game are you playing? Please tell me about this game. They literally sounded like an AI. Also, Fisherman Andrew, each of his Basculin give 2 speed EVs. So, I'm going to get 8 speed EVs from that guy, then 4 from this guy. Spikes? I'm not, No. I'm not kidding, I did actually consider it. It probably was an AI. Maybe. Because I don't think someone because in the past when I've had people trying to explicitly, like, advertise themselves in my Twitch chats, they usually would just be like, hey, how you doing? Good. Hey, I'm doing art. And again, maybe that's the AI part. I don't know. End blackout grinding efficient XP. It might be efficient XP. The problem is you have to watch a cutscene every time, but maybe if I've defeated every other trainer first, it might be worth it. I'll give it a try. Does anyone know how good the training is at the Relic Castle? The desert resort? I only ever go over there during the Team Plasma section, but I've never gone over there for the training. I'm gonna have to go there anyway to get Rock Tomb, but I don't know what the training is like. Yeah, I never watch on Twitch either. Their ads are ridiculous. At least on YouTube, with most ads, you can skip after 5 seconds. And even if you watch the ad for 5 seconds, it still supports the creator. But on Twitch, you get like 3 30-second ads uninterrupted. One time I had an ad 1 of 8. It was insane. And most ad blocks don't work on Twitch. I mean, I use AdBlock on YouTube when I'm on my desktop because when I'm like doing research for some, I don't want to be skipping ads, but most of the time I listen on my phone through the mobile app, and obviously there's no AdBlock in there. I know people say to buy YouTube Premium, but I just don't want to. The thing costs as much as a Netflix subscription. But the difference with a Netflix subscription is there's no free option for Netflix. I'm gonna go ahead and do the training over here. This Macho Brace? Yep. I think I'm gonna equip it right now. What EVs do N's Pokemon give? Like, he has a Darumaka, Scrafty, Sigilyph, and, Sandile? A free legal option. Good point. Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
I should have taught return. Thank God for my resists. Get rid of Air Cutter. That move sucks. Three attack and 2 special attack. I'm assuming the Sigilyph is the special attack. I don't know what it is, but YouTube on TV specifically, their ads are so much worse. For some reason, when you watch an ad through your TV, they give you like 4 ads in a row, and half of them you can't skip. I don't know why. Whirlipede, I think this gives speed. Mega Skarmory, I think it's really good. I think the only new Mega I truly hate is Mega Pyroar. Not for the reason you think, not because of its design. I like its design. I just wish there was a difference between the male and female. I hate its stats. They were so lazy with its stat spread. Normally with a Mega, you got to give it a strength in something, like attack, speed, defenses. But no, they literally just gave it 20 in everything and just called it a day. It's literally a slightly better Pyroar at the cost of your held item slot. Oh my god, dude. Equip a thing. There we go. Like, there's no... Unless its ability is going to be so freaking good, there's no reason to use Mega Pyroar when you can just use Pyroar with a Life Orb or something. It's like a Mega Garchomp issue. Because with Mega Garchomp, it did get a bunch of attack, but that 10 base speed it lost actually mattered for competitive reasons. Okay, yeah, let's give the N Blackouts a try. Thing is, though, I don't want to be wasting my EV slots with special attack. I just hope he saves the Sigilyph for last. And then I could just spam Leer on it. I mean, yeah, I think until Champions comes out, we'll have no idea what its ability will be. Oh yeah, in ZA, without abilities like Sandveil or Rough Skin, Mega Garchomp's actually good. Okay, Sigilyph is last, that's good. At least you're doing my favorite looking Mega Z on a Saturday. There's only 3 Mega Zs. Actually, they haven't released Mega Garchomp Z yet. Like, you know how ZA has done those, like, mystery gift EX missions, like with Mewtwo and Zeraora and Diancie? They're probably going to do something like that for Mega Garchomp Z, but I kind of wonder how they're going to do it. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to running Mega Absol Z. Its stats are not going to go well with Gen 2 standards. Because yes, our attack is very good, but our special attack is 75. So meaning we're not going to get good stab coverage. If we want to use our high attack with Swords Dance, it's pretty much only going to be return. And I think Shadow Claw. Gen 2 Rock Smash? Absolutely not. That move is garbage. Hey, at least this is a good way of getting the experience and the attack EVs, so this is a win-win. Oh, right, I forgot to get Rock Tomb. I better go get that. Oh yeah, Shadow Ball. I mean, it probably won't be that bad, because it's a Ghost and Dark type. It's not pure Dark. Honestly, I think regular Mega Absol might end up doing better, because regular Mega Absol will still get a lot of special attack. Yeah, Ghost and Dark's gonna have 0 weaknesses. And medium slow as well. Apparently the Backpackers give good XP. Yeah, I'm not going to equip the Macho Brace here because you don't want to hold on to it unless you know for sure you're getting good EVs. So otherwise you're going to get wasted stats. Like right here, I would have gotten special attack. So I just don't want the Macho Brace here. On the bright side, we're not taking sand damage. Hey, Firestone, I can evolve that Pantseer I don't have. Yeah, Mask. Oh, God. Oh no, I've lost Kenai. I can get hit with Sand Attack. Yamask and Muna. This guy has 2 of the worst Pokemon in Gen 5. What's in the second tower? Eh. Have you done any erratic backports? We have not yet, but in case we do have a way to backport the growth rate. We just haven't had to do it yet because there's not many of them. It's yeah, probably the worst of all time. Honestly, the worst of all time would have to be Yamask, probably. Maybe Muna. We'd have to ask Shadow. He's saving those 2 for last. See it in a game with Super Luck. Yeah, like Super Luck and Scope Lens. That'd be good. There's Rock Tomb. I think it would legitimately be faster to black out. But there are some trainers here I missed. Soft sand. Buddy, I'm surrounded by sand. I mean, both runs are possible. It's just, it's absolute torture. Legitimate torture. I swore there was another ranger up here. Alright, here's something good to black out on. Come on. Come on. Thank you. That was going to be way faster. One more... Oh, yeah, you're right. One more speed point. Honestly, I don't think I need to black out to end anymore, so I think I will actually beat him. Man, the new Super Shucky emulator is awesome. I will say, though, I'll be severely disappointed if level 33 is a speed tie. Alright, Magnolia. This girl's usually pretty difficult because both her Emolgas like to use static on me. Or just do that. You're already tied? Oh, you're right. I thought they had 65 speed. My bad. I need 65 speed. You should be getting 2 points per level with 70 speed EVs. Oh, nice. Not sure how you figured that out, but that's great to hear. So yeah, right now at this point, I can tell return is 90 power. So if we had, like, Body Slam, we would know for sure return now does more than Body Slam. Alrighty, let's go. Alright, I think our best held item might just have to be an Oranberry. Rock Tomb in the place of Leer. Alright, so the plan is just going to have to be spam Rock Tomb and just hope for the best. Because at least Rock Tomb doesn't make contact. Alright, I'm going to return. Oh my god. Stealing. Oh, I want that. Get rid of Peck. Yeah, get rid of Peck. That moves garbage. You know what? I think I'll take that blackout. But at least her Emolgas gave speed, which is good. Because I think if I can get level 35, the Emolgas should be one-shots. Man, Steve had this issue, now me. Man, why am I dropping so many frames? Man, I wasn't dropping them earlier. Come on, dude. You're at 2,600 kilobits. Stop dropping. I don't know how to get it to stop. think I'm gonna have to pause this run. Alright. Oh, apparently doing nothing fixed it. But hey guys, welcome back. And, oh my god, dude, come on, quit dropping frames. This thing literally says it's at like 4,200 kilobits per second. It should not be in red. Alright, is that fixed? Of course not. Man. Alright, it seems like I got 4 bars again. And I jinxed it. Okay, it's like going back and forth. Like, I don't know if this is a me thing or not. Like, I keep thinking it's a problem with my computer antennas, but I don't think so, because the first hour and a half was fine. I think it's a YouTube server issue, because I know Steve was having this kind of problem too. But it seems like it's doing okay right now, so I'm just going to resume. Does it look fine to you? Fine to you guys? Hey Shadow. I'm just dealing with stream lag. Dropping frames. Okay, we should be good. Resume. But yeah, I'm playing Skarmory. This thing's moveset is awful. Oh, Shadow, you know what our first option was for a random run that I had to re-roll for? I didn't think of re-rolling at first, but I was convinced to re-roll. I want you to take a guess. What is something in this game so bad that people would tell me to re-roll and I actually listen to them? Whoops. Man, I don't think the frame dropping is going to stop. I think this is just a bad day for the servers. Because I think if it was truly an internet issue on my part, it'd be saying my upload rate would be like, I don't know, like 200. But my upload rate right now is at like 4,600. Some psychic or ghost type. Yes, it was Kadabra. And I was thinking, well, Kadabra does get Miracle Eye at level 22. I mean, it is... Man, I know it's still bad, dude. Fuck. I haven't had frame drops this bad in a long time. If it keeps persisting, I'll attempt to fix it again. I mean, it is still persisting. No, it's bad for... Okay, it's in green now, but it's probably not going to be for much longer. Oh, you know what's funny, Shadow? As a joke, I think it was Smash Math or N1, one of these two, asked, hey, would you re-roll if it was Latios? Or, not Latios, Latios. And I actually took a look. Latios had Memento at level 5, which made it impossible to get Struggle, but in Gen 4 onwards, its starting moveset is Psywave and Heal Block, so you could get Struggle. So it's not too bad. But you would still need to get level 20 for Dragon Breath, though. Yeah, appropriate music. It was you? Yeah, it was one of you two. You two were chatting pretty early on. Yeah, this is definitely a slow but steady mon. Hey, Shadow, weren't you doing a random White 2 stream today? Because I think you've been trying to do it every Wednesday or Thursday. I think Thursdays, but I don't remember you scheduling one. Fly, finally. Alright, I'm going to be teaching this in the place of Rock Smash. You didn't know about Memento? Oh, I thought you did. Normally Wednesday, but I wanted to play Digimon cards with your wife yesterday. I don't know. I legitimately don't know if it's a... Please just stop the mega lag. Please just stop. Dang, I was hoping for a rock. try to fix it again. Man, I don't know why it's treating me like this. Alright, I'm probably gonna drop really bad doing this, but I'll just type it out, just in case.